What's up everyone, and welcome to workout number 12 of the quarantine series. For today's workout, all you're going to need is a mat and a broomstick. So to dig right into it, here we go. You're starting off at the top. As you can see, everything here is going to be ab related. Starting with modified sit-ups, flutter kicks, alternate suitcases, a right side plank hold. Then you go right into full sit-ups, a left side plank hold. And all of these exercises are 45 seconds each, no rest. So you go one, right into the next, right into the next. Once you're done there, then we get into our 60-second routine, which is 60 seconds of army crawls, 60 seconds of mountain climbers, which is going to get your heart rate up just a tad. Then we go right into a sumo squat hold with a tilt. So that's for that lateral flexion. And then the last one is the broomstick twist. So like noted, this is mainly an ab routine, and you just go right through it. Once you start, you cannot finish until you get to the very end. Then you could give yourself a rest for about a good 60 to 90 seconds. Then you go right back to the top. You have a total of 3 rounds. It's going to be somewhere between 25 to 30 minutes to complete. And here are a few demonstrations of the exercises listed behind me. Have fun. Modified sit-ups. For these, you need to keep your feet flat on the ground the whole time. The legs are bent, back on the ground, arms long, hands right on the thighs, fingertips are going right up, over the knees, right back down. Lower back stays on the ground as you flex the abs and lift. Arms are long, chin stays neutral, and you just wrap them out nice and controlled on the way down. Chin neutral. Squeeze, lift, control down. Modified sit-ups. Okay, for the flutter kicks, what you want to do is you want to lay all the way on the ground. Legs long, back long, head and shoulders on the ground. Hands go right off to the side. Now you want to point those toes, squeeze the quads, squeeze the glutes, squeeze the abs, lift those heels off the ground, and you're just fluttering, keeping those legs long the whole time. Now, you want to keep the abs tight, and you want to push the lower spine into the ground, okay? You don't want to be lifting up. Now, if this is too challenging here, then you could do is you could take those hands, put them right underneath the butt, same deal, lengthen the legs, point the toes, and flutter kick away. For the alternate suitcase, body stays long the whole time, so legs long, arms long behind the head, and you're going to switch sides. So you're going to go all the way up, so it's pretty much a full sit-up. You squeeze the abs, you lift, then you come down, switch sides. Flex through with the abs, try to get right up and then close to the toes. Up and switch. Each time alternating. This is the alternate suitcase. Side plank for either left or right side. Best way to set yourself up is put your elbow right underneath the shoulder. Legs are slightly bent. You want to have ankles stacked, knees stacked, hips stacked. And then what you do is you lift up. And as you lift those hips off the ground, you lengthen, squeeze the quads, squeeze the glutes, pull the shoulders back, and lift those hips high. And you just hold. Optional, you can reach to the ceiling. Another option is you can lift the leg up and also reach to the ceiling. Full sit-up. So for the full sit-up, you want to have the heels loaded into the ground. Those toes can't be up. You could also flatten the feet if you like. But as long as those heels are on the ground, we're good. Legs are bent. There's a few ways of doing this, but the main movement is getting yourself all the way up. So that lower back comes off the ground. You get into that full sit-up, then you control yourself down. So you can cross the hands all the way down nice and controlled. Flex the abs as you come up, Control yourself on the way down. Again, with all these crunches or sit-ups, you keep the chin neutral. So there's no need to lift up and reach. Chin stays neutral the whole time. Now this is the most challenging one. Now if this gets too tricky, you can bring those hands, have them right down, hover across the floor as you do these full sit-ups. Now, if you want, that's a little tricky too. You could also use those hands to help grab some momentum and swing through it as you do that full sit-up. Either three are fine, and if you want a little bit more, you can always grab a medicine ball, dumbbell, some type of resistance, put it right over the chest, and go all the way up with it. Control yourself down. So those are your full sit-ups. For the army crawls, what you do is you take the length of your mat, you start either at the top or the bottom of the mat, you get yourself into a low plank, so we'll start there. So from here, elbows right at the edge of the mat, right above so the elbows are above the shoulders, you curl those toes, you squeeze the quads, squeeze the glutes, squeeze those abs, you lift up. From there, you keep the legs long the whole time, chin neutral, you slowly walk yourself to the back or the bottom of the mat, pause for a second, then slowly inch yourself forward. And again, you're keeping the legs long the whole time, chin neutral, and you're trying not to go side to side. You're trying to keep yourself nice and level and not let those hips sag either. So slow little inch forward, slow little inch backwards. Army crawls. For the mountain climbers, you get yourself into a high plank position. Hands go right underneath the shoulders. You want to get yourself, so squeeze the quads, squeeze the glutes, squeeze the abs, lift those hips up a tad. And you're going knee to chest, and you switch sides. Once you have this down, you can then start picking up the pace. Now it's all with the hips, not with the feet, so it's light with the feet. Move with those hips. You could also go across. So rotate through and twist through. And you could also go with a wide mountain climber, which is that knee goes out to the outside elbow. And then you can pick that up as well. But you have either one, mountain climbers. Sumo squat with the tilt, side tilt or the lateral flexion. Basically all you do is you hold that sumo squat position so you get those feet out wide, toes off to the side, knees out, hinge, load those heels, drop down as low as you can with those knees staying out, take those hands, put them right behind the head, pull the shoulders back, and you lateral flex, so you tilt side, center, side, center. Try not to go forward with these. Try to keep yourself as lateral as possible. For that lateral flexion, squeeze with those obliques, squeeze with those abs to get yourself back to the center. Side, center, side. Broomstick twist. You have two options with this one, but basically all you do is you take that broomstick, put it right behind the neck, hands are out. First option is keeping those feet just underneath the hips. Draw the belly button in, keep those hips as steady as possible as you twist side to side. You want to draw that belly button in, you want to suck in that gut and rotate side to side. Now there's no aggression to this, so you're not trying to go as fast as you can. Nice and controlled. Have the head, you could either follow the shoulders or you could keep it centered and focused on one spot. Now the other option, option two, is bring those feet out just a little bit more and you get to rotate through. Okay, so now you pivot through with the hips a little bit. You get a little bit more range of motion. You do get some internal and external rotation of the hip. So this is also another good option for the broomstick twist. Broomstick twist.